Hey, what's going on, crypto people? It is your boy D Crypto Siege with another day in the life and a crazy life. That is the digital asset space. What's going on, guys? Good evening. Happy Thursday to you. Yep, hopping on early, a little early today. I got a business call that I got to get done later this evening, so I wanted to hop on here real quick. Good evening, champ. Good evening to you, Staff Sergeant of Marines. How are you, bro? When Mother, hey, Siege, what's good? Black 1130 is in the building. What's up, Mr. CJ? What's going on, Black 1130? Good to see you. Brianne Mannequin came out with a little article. That's a little blog on Ripple Insights. Very interesting. We all know she is one sharp lady. So I wanted to kind of cover that with you guys. Again, I tell you what, I am more and more, every time I turn around, I am more and more fascinated about this DeFi space and how we, as retail investors, can participate and leverage what I believe is going to just be the new space in the digital asset space, and that is just the DeFi space. How do we take advantage of that, right? That's the thing that I'm thinking. How do we do that, right? How do we do that? Boy, I tell you, it's looking more and more like these platforms like Celsius. I happened to buy some Algorand simply because it is going to be staking rewards are going to be on Binance US with that. So I went and got some. And I was going to get some Cardano. I didn't do it. And I just thought something about having a staking thing, I think it's going to be significant, really going forward. Algorand, I think, is an interesting choice, but hey, that's what it is. So I did check out the all-time highs and all that stuff like that and just snatched up a little, not much, just to have some. So, guys, Brianne Mannequin, we all know Brianne Mannequin is one smart lady. The sign of a stabilizing market. XRP utility. Very interesting read. Pretty quick, but very interesting read. And again, Matt Bowensauer, what's going on, brother? Good to see you in the stream. John Edwards is here. What's up, bro? I was listening to Catherine Coley again today, and just the way she was talking about, right now, she's the CEO of an exchange, right? Certainly she's there to get paid. We all get that, right? Well, in order to get paid, there's got to be some money to be made. And the fact that they decided to move into staking, I think is significant. But she did have some idealistic views. And one of them is bringing the masses into the space. How can we increase the size of the space? So for me, these DeFi platforms are trying to do the same thing. They're trying to bring more people into the space. And as they do that, the value of their particular token, should go up in value as well, right? No different than what happened with Binance, right? More people using the platform. And I think the same thing's going to happen with Cell. But in any case, I'm just thinking how more, this is just a better way for me to keep my assets in the digital asset space and not necessarily in the traditional markets. And I think overall, quite honestly, it's less risk. I really do. Rob Singh, sup, soon to be millionaires. What's up with you, Rob Singh? Klaus Johnson, Win Moon. Looks like I'm hearing that the bottom is in for XRP. I'm hearing the DIY investments at the bottom is in. He said he got to pass a couple of levels, but he believes that the bottom is in. I didn't watch it, but I did read the title of that video. Raymond Scott's in the building. How are you? What you guys thinking about, Mr. C? We're thinking about talking a little bit about Brianne Mannequin and the time, I think, a kind of interesting timing of this article. We're going to go over that a little bit. XR Free Me, what's going on, my friend? And the title of the article is The Sign of a Stabilizing Market. The sign of a stabilizing market. Interesting. XR Free Me is in the building. Crazy Life indeed. Hey, and XRP family. Win Mullet, what's good, brother? Monterey's in the building. How about that? Good to see you, Monterey. Staff Sergeant of Marines. Siege, we moonwalking soon. Yeah, I believe it is. What's up with this Baka? What is this? Is it Baba? What's this dude's name? Baba Kaba? What does this do? Bob? Yeah, at Baba Cubs. I'm just going to go by his Baba Yaga. No, it's actually Baba Cubs. I'm going to go by Baba Cubs. Baba Cubs. What do you guys think about Baba Cubs? What do you guys think about that? Dude or dudette? Klaus Johnson. I just watched it. My bags are full. Klaus Johnson. How about that? You just watched DIY investing? Okay. Good to see that. TJ Jackson's in the building. What's good, dude? What's good, TJ? So yeah, interesting timing, guys. If you didn't get a chance to smash the likes on the way in, just collapse the chat real quick and go smash the like, sub to the channel if you haven't had a chance to do that. If you're enjoying the content, let's talk a little bit about this lady. Let's talk a little bit. Let's go over this article a little bit. Let me change the view. Just a little bit. What's up, Z-Boy? XRP is actually being voiced in the house. How about that? Yeah, Baba Cubs is at Baba Cubs, Raymond Scott. There you go. Oh, Win Muller's not on Twitter that much. Okay, bro. I hear you. Not on Twitter that much. Yeah. Interesting dude. Definitely want to check out his feed. Some of the things he posts. Very, very interesting. Very, very interesting. This dude said 2,000 XRP, 2,000 per XRP is already here. Interesting stuff. Interesting stuff. But let's go over Brian Madigan's article. The size of a stabilizing market, XRP utility, I put equals rise in price. That was my add-on to that. Today's financial institutions are harnessing the power of blockchain. So important. Today's financial institutions are harnessing the power of blockchain and digital asset technology and seeing tangible results. At the 2020 World Economic Forum, Secretary of the Treasury Steve Mnuchin referenced this progress. He spoke about the impact of digital assets. There are benefits to cross-border. There are benefits to cross-border payment systems and lowering costs for consumers and businesses. We absolutely support companies working on this. And another person from Ripple pointing out that the Secretary of the Treasury made that comment, right? So it was not only Brad, but now Brian Madigan as well. Industry research suggests blockchain adoption became widespread in 2019, with growing awareness of the added value that digital assets can play when paired with blockchain, especially for key use cases like cross-border payments. Moreover, this past year, derivatives trading in digital assets recorded remarkable growth. I always say this, guys. Ripple and the people from Ripple, an executive at Ripple, they're always telling you what we need to hear. They're always telling us what we need to hear. We just got to pay attention and to read, the message behind the message. Moreover, this past year, derivatives trading in digital assets recorded remarkable growth, an important step in the maturation of these technologies. Taken together, increased utility of digital assets in cross-border payments and the introduction of derivative trading are all contributing to a more liquid and stable market for digital assets than ever before, with no sign of slowing down. With no sign of slowing down. Do you think there's a reason why she's bringing up the derivatives market on the Ripple site? I think so. Babel, what's up, Babel? Babel Najee's in the building. What's good, dude? Good to see you here tonight. XRP Joe is in the house. What's up with XRP Joe? Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Moon 2.0. John Edwards says, well, Siege, we are out of Brexit. Brexit. That's another piece in the puzzle. This is where it booms. I agree with you. Interesting, I think. Very, very interesting point. Yeah, XRP lighting away. Yeah, a bunch of us saw that. Shout out to Aiden Trading for doing the stream. You know, I caught the replay. Very good stuff. Very, very, very good stuff. I think it's interesting that she's mentioning derivatives trading on the Ripple site and how that's providing liquidity as well. Derivatives of XRP. Very, very, very interesting. This is where they're going, without question. This is where they're going. The institutional players, the big players, they're not going to come into the space unless they can have, you know, to be able to trade on things like futures and calls and puts and options. They're not coming into space unless they can play in the same space that they're used to playing in with the same tools. It's just going to be in the digital asset space. So the fact that she's mentioning it, I think, is huge considering who she is. You know what I mean? I really, really do. Let me go over some more of this. Growing utility helps drive market validation. Ripple's global network, RippleNet, is driving usage of the digital asset XRP. Banks and payment providers are joining RippleNet to leverage liquidity on demand for cross-border payments and as an alternative to traditional pre-funding and improving processing efficiency. For example, money transfer giant MoneyGram leverages Bitso, the leading exchange in Latin America, as their key exchange partner into Mexico. Using RippleNet's on-demand liquidity service, ODL uses the digital asset XRP as a real-time liquidity bridge between sending and receiving currencies. We know this. In addition to freeing up working capital, it offers instant settlement and guarantees the most competitive FX rates available today. Very, very key point to make is it does free up working capital. That's why Susie from Esoteric Trading Solutions says, of course, XRP has value. One of those value adds is that it frees up working capital so they can do something else with the money. It also offers instant settlement and guarantees the most competitive FX rates available today. MoneyGram recently revealed that it's moving more than 10% of its payment transactions between U.S. and Mexico using ODL, and the business plans to use the service in several more quarters this year. In this way, RippleNet is enabling financial institutions to connect with each other and also with each other's extended networks, creating the network of network effects. There it is, right there. They understand exactly what's going to happen. And it's going to be powerful for you as an individual financial institution or bank to be a part of that network. It's going to be powerful for you to do that. And you're going to be left behind and in a sense, powerless if you're not part of the RippleNet. So important to understand that is that RippleNet is enabling financial institutions to connect not only with each other, but also with each other's extended networks. It is creating the network of network effects. So massively important, guys, to get that. As these networks effects continue to increase, it will drive even more liquid markets and robust financial products around crypto, bringing new entrants into the ecosystem. Isn't it interesting? More liquid markets and robust financial products because of the network of network effects. That's why the RippleNet is so powerful. And that's another reason why when Ripple IPOs, It's going to be massive because those in a sense act as customers. In a sense, they act as customers, and those customers act as customers as well. Get that? Those customers of RippleNet's customers act as customers as well. And this is something that they'll be able to tout as they go around telling and informing people about their IPO. So it is massive in a lot of ways. Brianne Madigan, we all know, smart lady, very, very smart, right? This network effect is going to be massive, guys. It is going to be massive. And again, if you're not part of it, it's going to feel like very much so like you're just on the outside looking in. And you're going to be like, there's going to be no leverage plays for you. The network effect, the fact that they decided to build this Ripple network is massive and ingenious. And the fact that they did the RippleNet home where they can easily tap into one another and leverage each other's strength is so powerful. That's why I was listening to Susie today from Esoteric Trading Solutions about more on the IPO thing, and she just believes it is going to be massive. She brought up another option also. So she brought up the other option of buyback, stock buyback as well. So she's saying there's two options. It's the stock buyback and the equity asset swap. Of course, she said, of course, you could do nothing and just kind of, just kind of say, look, I'm not going to hedge any risk at all. I don't know what the Ripple stock's going to do. I'm thinking that XRP is going to do significantly better than the Ripple stock and just not act at all. But yeah. But she mentioned that they're going to have, they essentially have millions and millions of customers because of the RippleNet. When Muller says you got that right, too late to FOMO, LOL. Without question, John Evans says when they see, what does that say? When they see the trillions run through without any hiccups, that's when the Ripple will feel successful. Then they will clean up everything. Yeah, absolutely. When Muller says, hey guys, hit the like and subscribe if you haven't already. Thanks. Thank you, Gwen Muller. I appreciate that. Right. So that's the power of the RippleNet. And I think the fact at the time, again, I think Ripple does everything with that blue ocean strategy that I talked about, the book I mentioned. The timing on the release of this article is not coincidental. It's all strategic. It's all strategic. You know what I mean? It really is. It's all very strategic. Savan Dow is in the building. What's up, Savan? How are you, bro? Good to see you on the stream, my friend. It's all strategic, right? You think about that. It's all strategic moves. And Brianne is just so smart. She knows the deal. Let me go on here. What happened? There it is. Digital asset markets. Increased build out of financial infrastructure and products. Historically, trading in digital assets has been considered a speculator's market, with both retail investors and larger institutional players looking to trade in deeper liquidity pools. But last year, the market shifted. Traditional institutions, wait a minute, that's not right. It says traditional institutional names, like Fidelity, TD Ameritrade, and JP Morgan entered the space, principally on the infrastructure and equity investing side. The more participants, especially established institutional players, in liquidity provisioning, the more competitive the market. Not surprisingly, financial product evolution has continued to evolve. These new institutional interests entrances specifically for hedging instruments, such as futures and derivatives, plays a big role bringing new investors into the space, thereby further stabilizing markets. In the past year, derivatives trading in digital assets recorded clear growth. Continued growth in derivatives will open up access to more efficient capital and drive higher trading volumes throughout 2020 and beyond. Additionally, as more and more hedging products emerge, that's the key, traditional investors will see greater opportunity to trade digital assets, reducing risk and further increasing trading volumes. It's just a matter of time, guys. New instruments for digital asset trading are also important in this evolution. In fact, perpetual swaps are considered the most liquid and heavily traded instruments in digital assets today, creating an efficient forum for trade. A recent example of this includes the world's leading exchange, Binance, adding XRP to its future trading platform and making it available in the form of XRP USDT perpetual contract. They're paying attention, right? They're always paying attention. Additionally, the growth potential for the digital asset borrowing and lending market, is substantial, with the market now considered a $5 billion industry. This substantial momentum in the past year has been fueled in part by low interest rate for many fiat currencies, like in zero, and an increase in the number of digital asset market participants requiring working capital, and growth of long-term digital asset holders looking to generate yield. I swear she must have been a fly in the room here, because that's all I kept hearing from Catherine Coley from Binance US and from Alex Mashinsky from Celsius. Digital asset holders are looking to generate yield on the assets that they hold because they're not getting it. They're not getting it in the traditional banking system. They're just not getting it. They're not getting it. And they know it. That's why I think there is, again, I've said this before, I believe there's going to be a huge advantage to first movers advantage on Kava. I really do. I believe that as well. I really do believe that as well. In fact, I should have took the little few dollars that I did and got some Kava tokens. Because that space, DeFi, and being for us as retail investors, how do we leverage the space? How do we leverage that space? Nexo people owning Nexo, Celsius people who love Celsius owning Cell, people that love Kava having Kava. I was back and forth, man. I went back and forth between Atom and Algorand. There was only a few dollars. That's why I went with Algorand. I mean, I think it was $20. Let me see what's up with this. I did a little homework on it, and I'm like, yep, they're gonna start staking on the 1st of February. I want to have some of one of the things that they start the staking on. Staff Sergeant Marine says, Siege, where do we buy Kava and Celsius? Staff Sergeant Marines, I know that you can get Kava on the regular Binance. That I do know, but let me check for you, brother. Let me check some other spots for you. What is it? Celsius You can buy it on their app, and they'll kind of do the thing for you there. They use something called Moon something, or you can go to the exchange, Liquid Exchange, which is what I used. I used Liquid to get my Celsius. How many of you guys know about this freaking coin market cap kind of changed some of their stuff, huh? Hilarious. Yeah, so Kava is on something called Bilaxy. I've never heard of Bilaxy, but apparently that's the most volume is on Bilaxy. Again, I've never heard of that. I don't know what that is. Binance, BitMax, and Celsius, I know is Liquid and hit BTC. Yeah, Liquid, hit BTC, something called Switch.io network. I didn't use Switch.io network. I used Liquid. So there you go, Staff Sergeant Marines. I'm in Florida, so no. So no Binance for you. Oh, yeah. I got you. I've never heard of Bilaxy before. But that's the best way to find out. Just go to CoinMarketCap, get on the market pairs. I like that they got by adjusted volume and by reported volume. It doesn't make a difference. And then there's Bilaxy. I've never heard of Bilaxy before. That's an exchange. BitMax is an exchange. Never heard of either one. So I can't kind of give you a report on the good, bad, and ugly of them. Yeah. Huh. I just tried to go there. Why didn't it let me go there? There's Bilax. It looks very, very familiar, very similar. I don't know why it's got this Korean up here. But it's got Algorand on there as well, and EOS and Binance Coin. Interesting. RCN on here. But I don't know much about it. So you want to check with the community, my friend, and find like where's the best place other than Binance to kind of get some kava. It's a laxative, right? I know Bilaxy. So yeah, I mean that's it as far as I know. Tar Heels is in the building. How are you, Tar Heels? Do you think anything will happen on February 2nd, 2020? I don't know. I mean, I know everyone's amped about Swift going live on R3. So, Deep Mind, what's going on, brother? Good to see you in the stream. Late to the stream. What's up, fam? What's up with you, brother? So, I mean, that's the thing. We're talking about Brian Madigan, Deep Mind, and the timing of this article release from Ripple. We have awoken, my friends, not chosen. Yeah, very interesting article. Let me go over some more of this article here, Deep Mind. But she's talking about the derivatives market and the cross-border payments market and the liquidity and the potential of said liquidity. Maybe I should change my view so you guys can maybe read along if you want. D. Daniels is in the building. What's going on, my friend? What is going on, my brother? If you're not thinking about retirement with XRP, you're losing your mind. LOL. That is exactly right. We all know that the champ is here. You know, the champ is here. That is without question. Just ask Mr. Emmer. Just ask Mr. Emmer who's the champion. Woo, that was something. Did you guys hear that, dude? He was relentless like a bulldog. He was not letting up on those cats at all. So, additionally, the growth potential for the digital asset borrowing and lending market is substantial, with the market now considered a $5 billion industry. This substantial momentum in the past year has been fueled in part by low interest rates for many fiat currencies and an increase in the number of digital asset market participants requiring working capital and growth of long-term digital asset holders looking to generate yield. And I just said DeepMind. I said that she must have just been a fly on the wall for the last hour and a half at my home, because that is exactly what Alice Mashinsky from Celsius and Catherine Coley, former Ripple employee, now CEO of Binance US, were both espousing the same exact sentiments. The tipping point for critical mass adoption, guys. The tipping point for critical mass adoption. Despite the fact that today's market is more liquid than ever before, digital asset values, which have been trading in correlation with each other, remain relatively low. It appears that digital asset markets are still undergoing a period whereby real-world utility and adoption are catching up with some of the speculative hype. XRP has boasted tremendous growth as a global payment asset in the last year or two, as elaborated above in this article. However, the growth potential of transformational technologies tend to unfold exponentially. Guys, are you paying attention to the message? Are you paying attention? Are you catching the message behind the message? Therefore, the markets tend to overestimate the impact in the short term, but underestimate it in the long run. As institutional grade infrastructure continues to be built, like Polysign, and real world problems are increasingly solved using digital assets like XRP, the tipping point to critical mass adoption is constantly moving closer. You guys catching that message there that she's saying? Tends to unfold exponentially. Exponentially. Tends to unfold exponentially. A little bit of what DIY is saying. A little bit of what do-it-yourself investing is saying. A little bit of what blockchain backer is saying. Right? Very much the same thing. Guys, if you haven't had a chance yet coming in, smash the like. Just collapse the chat real quick. We'll smash the like button. We want to have just as many likes as we do have viewers and continue our consecutive stream of doing such a thing. And I definitely appreciate that. Helps with the channel and helps with the algorithm, the channel, so that we can get this out to more people and bring them into this space. But more importantly, after they do their own homework and do the due diligence, they can learn more about the greatest digital asset ever created. That is XRP. I saw that, Matt Baumann-Sauer. Great point. The freelance marketplace GoLance says it's now utilizing XRP to power payments on its network of more than 500,000 users across the globe. The company says it has officially rolled out Ripple's XRP. XR Me says XRP, yell it from the mountaintop, Siege. XR freaking P. Matt Baumann-Sauer says, yup. Huge. It's massive. It's massive. The timing could not be better. And I just hope that we're done with the FUD with this IPO. I tell you what, Susie is just laying down some significant points for that asset swap. I'm liking the asset swap a little bit more than I'm just liking the stock buyback option. I'm liking the asset swap more personally. But in either case, we're in the driving seat. We're in the driver's seat without question. That is without question. And I'm thinking again on this DeFi space and these DeFi platforms, this bull run, whatever this bull run is going to look like, is going to be years, it's going to be about 18 months. We certainly want to take advantage of the annual APRs. So it's feeling like January, February, and March. For me, it's feeling like January, February, and March are the months to start taking advantage and leveraging these platforms. And this is not financial advice, guys. Please don't do anything that I do. Certainly do your own homework and make your own decisions on what you want to do with your digital assets. But for me, I feel like, putting some of my assets on these platforms and taking advantage of the interest, it just only makes sense. There's some flexibility in most of them. There's nothing that, as far as I can see, there's nothing that 30 days is lockup is going to do that hurts you. I get it. If you take it off, you don't get the full year's interest, obviously. DIY believes the bull run is going to last for 2 years. Wow. Staff Sergeant Marine says DIY investing thinks 2 years for this next bull run. Synetic says, I'm specking my Lamborghini and another brave one's. I hear you, bro. I hear you, my friend. I hear you. Right now, I'm looking at that Ferrari Portofino, man. I really like the Ferrari Portofino. I really, really do. I really do. I like the Porsche Macan, but every time I think, man, I'm just good with the 2-seaters, right? Just good with the 2-seaters. So that 911 Carrera 4S is looking real good. Matt Baumensauer says, I can see Siege and the Rolls. Well, I appreciate that, brother. And I could see you in your dream car, bro. That's what you're looking to do. I know. I was looking at those Rolls Royce Wraith and the Rolls Royce Dawn. They're nice. They are nice, nice, nice. Yeah, the Aston. I saw this Aston. We were watching YouTube this morning. Saw this really nice Aston. Man, that thing was really nice, man. I tell you. Now, Chosen said, I could run with the Bulls for 2 years, no problem. PJ Jackson says, I got to have a Bentley. I hear you, my friend. I hear you. And I don't have to have a bunch of sports cars, right? But, certainly got to get one, right? Got to get one for myself, got to get one for Miss Crypto Siege, Certainly got to have like kind of one of whatever. I don't need a garage full of stuff like that. I don't need that. That's not my thing. Certainly got to get one. Got to get Miss Crypto Siege one, right? You know what I mean? We like the private jet life. We like we like to get up and go. We enjoy that, so we don't have to have a bunch of them. We're certainly going to have at least one, right? One each type deal. You know what I mean? Because who knows? Who knows where XRP is going to go? Who knows? You know what I mean? Cadillac said I was 30-second light. 51 in the chat. Let's get bullets on Siege's likes. I appreciate that, Cadillac. I really, really do. Spanish Fly says, what's good, miss? How are you, by the way? My car will be cheap compared to you guys. I hear you. I hear you, Spanish Fly. I hear that. Yeah, I'm not big on having a bunch of them. I probably want to have one or two just to have it, especially the ones because you know that the higher end cars, they're appreciating in value. You don't have to get the ones that depreciate in value. I forget what they call the cars now. Exotic cars. There are some luxury exotic cars that appreciate in value. That is a fact. It's gone are the days where everything is depreciating. Depreciating that are depreciating. There are some of those exotic luxury cars that actually appreciate in value. What? XRP Venture said today's video that it was $8,262 for an XRP. It's just we don't know. We know it's the chosen one. We know that it's the champ. We do know that. We know that the champ is here without question. I mean, they're mentioning XRP on the freaking World Economic Forum's toolkit for amongst the central banks as the bridge asset. We know that. Who knows? Who knows? The power's in the ledger, the XRP ledger. The genius was in gifting the ILP to the W3C. Another genius move was to start Spring and provide all these other use cases that for those outside of the digital asset space can get. Music, gaming, songs, powered by Ripple, powered by Ripple, powered by Ripple and XRP. So the masses can see it and get it. They're not going to get blockchain. They're not necessarily going to even get, they're going to be using it as a bridge asset. They're not even going to know they're going to be using it. But when they see, X songs and X Spring, and when they learn that Coil is dishing them out XRP, you see what I'm saying? Genius in motion. That is that blue ocean strategy that I was telling you guys about. I need to get this book. I really, really need to get this book. Image not available. That's no good. I'm going to check that on Amazon. Blue Ocean Strategy by W. Chan Kim. Oh, man. I can only do that on my phone. I believe this is the strategy that Ripple has been utilizing since 2012. Of course, with the help of the SEC and saying, no, you got to change that up. And the SEC, well, it'll work better for you not looking like a security if you do this. You can rest and believe. Is it rest and believe? Trust and believe that was going on. Trust and believe, as my daughter always says. Right? So, I mean, it's hard to say, but you can't deny it. You certainly cannot deny the possibilities. Deep Mind Visionaire says, still adding to my casino. Deep Mind, I did not know you were a fan of Casino Coin, bro. I did not know that you were a fan of Casino Coin. I must have forgotten that you were a fan of Casino Coin. Probably is what it is. Probably what it is. Probably what it is. Yeah. I don't know about the long term, but I know in the short term, there's some stuff that's going to make some money, right? That's just DIY investing is like the whole space is going to make some money. Took my time to research. I hear you, bro. I hear you. I feel like you're liking the team there. I feel like you're liking the team. I'm gonna I don't know. I'm gonna definitely get more of the staking stuff. I want to stake. I want to take advantage of where the space is going in the DeFi. I can tell you that. Algorand, yep, just got a little bit of that. Gonna get some more Cosmos ATOMs. I'm gonna get some of that. I feel like that's where it's kind of going. Really does feel that way. Really does feel that way, right? Yeah. Excuse me. Yes, Cinetic. Apparently, XRP Ventures came up with that number. Cinetic said, "Did I see someone mention an 8,262 XRP theory today? I forget where. Crazy thought. Unlikely, but who knows? Yeah. Apparently, XRP Ventures did a video on it." D. Daniel says, "I'm putting 3,000 XRP up for my son, a graduate in 3 years. No college, just business school, online / entrepreneur, and putting God first." I hear you, D. Daniels. I hear you, bro. That's a good plan. Matt Bombensauer says, "I think Casino Coin has a lot of potential. I keep going back to XRP, though. It's a problem." Yeah, me too. Me too. The challenge really is, where is Casino Coin going to go this year? 39 billion total supply, 39.6 circulating. Yeah, so there you go. Yeah, it's very, very inexpensive. And I guess the what is it going to do during this bull run? If everything's going to kind of go up, it's easier to make money, obviously. 100,000 casino coin for $100. There you go. Devon Dow, is the Chiefs going to take it from the 49ers Sunday? He's asking everybody. I just don't know how they're going to stop that offense. You know, a pass rush is cool, but that dude Mahomes is so great on his feet. He's so quick on his feet to make decisions. He can throw the ball wherever he wants from all kind of angles. So it's going to be tough on the defense, but the defense of the 49ers is no joke. Spanish Fly, were you able to put your sell orders in? Oh, wait a minute. Now, Spanish Fly, did you do it? Were you on the XRP USD chart? Because the sell orders video was for USD limit orders. I noticed a video out on exactly how to use pro.coinbase.com Spanish Fly. So, were you doing cash outs or were you trying to get BTC? Because you got to make sure you're on the right pair, XRP USD. Yeah, you can get it off BitTrue for some XRP, right? So $100, that might be something to look at. So $100 worth of XRP for 100,000 CSC. I wonder if anybody's doing that. Spanish Fly, the logic for me setting higher sell orders is because once exchange runs out of liquidity and arbitrage is no longer viable during the bull run, price should go up. Theory, gotcha. Deep mind, deep mind, deep mind. Sell orders, bro. What do you think about putting in them sell orders now, deep mind? You think it's a good idea? Well, Alex G, good to see you in the stream, my friend. Well, I would imagine the only way to do it is you gotta set aside some, for me, I would think to set aside some Ledger Nanos, um, unless you feel comfortable with a certain exchange. I mean, I would imagine that would be the only way to do it. That's the only way I see to do it now. unless freaking PolySign says, oh, of course we're open to retail investors. Right? That's the only way I see it. So deep mind, tell me, my friend, what do you feel about putting in these sell orders? That's probably what. Oh, there it is right there. No sell orders for me. I hear you, my friend. I hear you. I put 1 out of 4 in, right? We got 4 cash outs for 2020, and I put 1 in. I put 1 in. Yeah, I put 1 in because I feel like there's going to be kind of like the bull traditional bull run. But I feel like somewhere in 2020, this is just me. I feel like that price set is coming. I feel like it's coming in 2020. Yeah, the challenge with the alerts, and I got you, deep mind. The challenge with the alerts is you go in order, right? Right. That's to me. That's the challenge with the alerts, is because your order just goes in the order, and I just think when the prices start doing this thing, it's gonna, these platforms are gonna be extremely over. I don't know. I don't think they're prepared, and I know the last bull run, it was a mess. Exchanges, Coinbase and major exchanges shutting down, not taking any new applicants. Bitcoin prices were crazy. I guess we don't have to worry about that anymore. As far as fees, fees were crazy. You were waiting for orders to fulfill for 48 hours. 48 hours. Deep Mind says liquidity is different than 2017. I would say, is it? Is it? And what makes it different? I feel as though, now it may be different in that there's some institutional money in, but I feel like a lot of the retail space has exited and won't get back in again until said bull run. What do you guys think? Do you guys think there's more liquidity today than in 2017? So that, and the liquidity can come from institutional, retail, you know, what do you think? Saban Thal says my first show order is at $50. More off ramp, says Matt Bounce out. Gotcha. What do you guys think? Because I don't feel as though the retail space is as big as it once was. Oh, many more stablecoins. Oh, gotcha. Yeah, that's very true. So Deep Mind says many more stablecoins. That is true, man. Them stablecoins. Whoa, did they not ramp up? Everyone's like, Tether, no. I mean, they just ramped up. I mean, Binance has a stablecoin, for crying out loud. What in the wide world? Trice, no worry, brother. We're just talking about Brianne Madigan's article. And it's I love the title. The sign of a stabilizing market. And then it says XRP utility. It's a really good read on Ripple Insights. Ripple.com/insights. Really good read. Deep Mind says he believes it's going to be a smoother process this time. What do you guys think? Do you think there's more liquidity in the space? It helps to have some XRP based exchanges. That definitely helps. You know, some base paired exchanges in XRP is definitely going to help. Absolutely. Absolutely. Sammy the Bulls is in the building. What up, crypto people? What up with you, Sammy the Bulls? Is Nate B in? Oh, I miss Nate B. Nate B came in. What's going on, brother? What's good with you, Nate B? So, yeah, so that's the thing. So many corridors wanting to go. So I'm going with my gut instinct price set inbound. I'm going with my gut instinct. Price set is inbound. Okay, John Edwards, I got you. Yep. I kind of feel like it's kind of a traditional kind of bull run is going to start, but I just feel like this price set is going to happen in 2020. I really, really do. And I think they know it. I really do. It just feels like they know it. Yeah, and they're going to let Ripple kind of do its thing, keep opening up some corridors. But the central banks, that's going to be the liquidity, you know, and we don't know when it's going to kind of all turn on. All we know is that they're working on it. I really do feel like they're going to want something like the NASDAQ to have this price thing so that they can start. What is that noise? So that they can start jumping in, so the bigger players can start jumping in. Hey, I don't know though. Spanish Fly says, I do too at Crypto Siege. I believe it will happen before the IPO. I hear you. I hear you. I know that they need that XRP price to be up there. It's going to help. And maybe that's the move. Before the price set before the IPO, it helps the IPO. We all know that these powers that be are going to they're going to win either way. They're going to win from the price set being up there, and they're going to win from the IPO. We all know that. We all know that, right? We all know that's the case. So, yeah, oh yeah, definitely. Then that's exactly right. Price set is not a guaranteed trigger. It's not. That's a good point, Deep Mind. You guys should recognize that as well. Price set is not a guaranteed trigger. Price could gap up and skip you. That is exactly right. That is exactly right. Very, very true. Very, very true. Legendary's in the building. We just got to wait. That's true. We just got to wait and see. Drysa said, I was hoping Bitcoin would hit 10K, but the 9.5 resistance is no joke. See what's going on in Binance. Yep, I had a buy order in. I didn't put that in. I was going to grab some. Yep, yeah, it is 94.79, so it's not there yet. Bombasar says, good point. Rasheen B. Wealthy is in the building. What's going on? TA is awesome, but the fundamentals today in XRP is unlike any fundamentals in 2016 and 2017. Great point. Partnerships, central banks, world financial system, big banking, SBI, etc. Exactly, man. Great point, Rasheen B. Wealthy. Guys, so don't forget about deep minds. That's a good point. That's a good point. Price set is not a guaranteed trigger. Price could gap up and skip you. Yeah, Win Mullet, that's a good point as well. Liquidity is one thing. Bandwidth, getting on the exchange is another thing. Staff Sergeant Marine says, Siege, Coinbase will be different this program. They announced they are ready for 100 million users. 100 million. Just saying. Okay. No, I'm not saying it's pointless. But what the price set, what they're saying is a price set. If let's say the price set comes at 100 and you got two buy orders you got one at $10 and one at 20, that it could gap over you and yours not even get filled. It could gap up above yours and not even get filled. If it's a slow, that's why he's saying a price set. He's not saying about the price rising through 10 and 20, right? Yeah, I put one in. When Muller says sell orders will get filled. E-Man is in the building. What's going on, E-Man? What's the scoop on Swift GPI Quarter? Does Quarter really use XRP? The settler does, E-Man. Or does it use XCurrent? Quarter settler uses XRP, my friend. Yeah. I know I've never put sell orders in before ever in my life, but I do know I've heard of people not getting their orders filled up or down with the market. But I don't know. I've never put a sell order in. When I went to do any kind of cash out or anything, I just got on the app, put my thing in, and waited my turn. Now I only did it one time in one thing, and it wasn't I don't know how popular it was or was not. So the liquidity was there. I did it 3 times. I think I did it 3 times in 3 days, and it filled each time. So, but I was just getting on there and putting it and placing it. So you just gotta, you gotta consider it all. I know my fear again is being able to get on that exchange. That is kind of that's my fear. Jonathan Vincent, I made it in time. Hey, Crypto Seeds. Hey, what's going on, Jonathan? What's going on, my friend? Deep mind. Great point. All trading system book orders have slippage. Gaps can cause loss of preset orders. Matt Bombasar says that's why you need multiple exchanges. Eli says, Siege, it's way better to sell when they set the price than start after it is set. It's way better to sell when they set the price than start after the set. You can put in sell orders. And to start after the set, you can put in order. I'm not sure I follow you, Eli, on that one. Staff Sergeant says, breaking news. Alert, Coinbase Pro will be offline for maintenance with trading paused January 30th, 9 to 10:30 a.m. Pacific. I don't think much about Stellar, my friend. I don't think much about it. But I still do. I feel like it's going to do the traditional kind of thing. And then somewhere in 2020, it's going to be this price. I really do feel like it. I really, really do. But I have no news. Certainly, I don't have any inside information. Bittrex is a good one too. Yeah, that's the only one I don't think I've ever used at all is Bittrex. I have an account there. Who said that? So thank you, Matt Balmassar. I have an account there, but I don't think I've ever used it. I don't think I've ever used it. So, guys, interesting article. I just got to tell you, be sure to go to rippleinsights.com/insights. Definitely want to read that Brianne Madigan article. Very, very, very powerful on telling us where we're going in a lot of ways. The fact that she mentions derivatives, the fact that she mentions, future financial products and that they're coming and that the institutions want it. We all know this. And we all know that 2020 is looking more and more like the year of the digital asset. It really, really is, guys. And I am 1000% excited about that. I hope you guys are too. Hope you guys are too. It's going to be an interesting, very, very exciting year. We're going to learn together about these sell orders, setting them or not setting them, right? Like I said, for me, I have one set out of the 4. We're definitely planning on the cash out. Spanish Fly, let us know how that went with your sell orders. Crypto Cajun says, I've been using Bittrex for almost 3 years, no problems. All right, bro. Good to hear that. So Bittrex will have the liquidity. It's a good point. Ooh, that would be scary. Nate B says, you just wait until they say on mainstream media that the coronaviruses got here through the cash supply. Oh. That's right, Matt Bauer. They are a liquidity provider. That's correct. Charlie G is in the building. Good to see you here, Charlie G. Welcome back, Siege. Always learning in your streams. Thank you, brother. I appreciate you being here. Eli says, sorry, miswrote it. What I mean is after they set the price, you can then start executing sell orders once XRP is at a price where it is stable. Gotcha, brother. Gotcha. Yep. And I was kind of thinking that same thing. That's why I only put one of the 4 sell orders in. because I'm getting a feeling it's going to get there. I really do. But we shall see. It's going to be real exciting to see what's going on. I'm going to have to update my BitChex account, make sure it's all good. Staff Sergeant Marine says, Siege, I can't wait for the exchanges to run out of liquidity. That is when the real fun will start. I hear you, man. Paul S. I'm in it for the long run, looking for the kind of Bitcoin prices with XRP, says Paul S. I hear that, my friend. What's up with this Baba Cubs guy? He's got some interesting stuff. Let me share a little bit of Baba Cubs before I get off here. Before I get off here, I'm going to share just a couple of tweets from Baba Cubs. Baba Cugs. Let me see. Did I derivatives will open access to more efficient capital and drive higher trading volumes throughout 2020 and beyond. And this is a guy who checked out the Ripple.com from Brian Madigan. He says, here's another article, another tweet. Listen carefully. 2,000 per XRP has already happened. We are not the same. Rollouts in 3 phases. Your eyes have not seen what I've seen. Everything was confirmed at lunch with Big Four. What in the world? Ask yourself, how do I know things before you found out in finance? Catch up on my feed. Some interesting stuff there, guys. Some interesting stuff. No, E-Man, and no word on how much volume is going to be. E-Man said any word on how much volume will be dedicated to Swift GPI on February 2nd. Nope. No idea. No idea. Matt Bomenside, Coinbase cut me off at 50K. Daily 50K? Yeah, I got to look into that too. So there it is, guys. That is what they call Baba Cubs. Baba, C-U-G-S. We shall see, guys. All right, guys, listen, I'm going to wrap up the stream. I got a call to get on here in just a bit. Man, Lauren says, overnight boom. How about that? Welcome to the stream, brother. You guys are going to have to catch the replay. I got to hop off of here real quick. But listen, guys, I appreciate you being here as always. It's always a great hanging with you guys. Don't forget to smash the like on the way out if you enjoyed the conversation and chat. And if you enjoyed the hangout with Crypto Siege, I definitely would appreciate it. It helps with the algorithm on YouTube. That is without question. All right, guys, listen, I'm going to wrap up this stream like I do all my streams and remind you of this. And that is old money doesn't want you to win. They don't want us to win. They would rather us remain a cog in their perpetual wheel of trading our time for dollars. They don't want us to play in the same playground that they play in, where we allow our money to work for us. This is our chance to win, guys. The digital asset space is our chance to win. We are in the midst of the greatest transfer of wealth in the history of man. Are you participating? Or are you standing on the sidelines? Here's what I do know. That the battle for you has already been fought. And the victory is yours. Go get it. I'll talk to you soon, guys. See ya. Bye.